You guys want to see something cool? I like my chili thick. My name is Michael Eskesen, and today we are going to be making my pork green chili stew. All right, we're going to roast poblano peppers. We're going to put these onto the grill. There we go. That's what we want them to look like on all sides. You want the skin to crisp up, but the meat to stay firm. We rotate them around and take them off the grill and put them on the cooling rack. When we take them off, we'll put them in a paper bag to let them steam a little bit because it makes it easier to peel the skins off. And then you got roasted peppers for your green chili. Here we go. We're standing in front of the sink and you're going to be here for a while. We're going to prepare the poblano chilies. You need to take the skins off because the skins are hard to chew on. So I'm going to do it over a colander. I'm trying to capture the extra chili oils so that I can use that for the chili stock for my pork green chili. I started making this when I was much younger. My goodness, this must have been when I was in my 20s. As I worked on my recipe, I entered into a local green chili contest. The judges said, honorable mention, but you need to go back to the drawing board. I reworked it and tried it out on my loved ones, and from then on, they were my judges. So if they said it was good, then I didn't change it. If they said that it needed something else, or I think it needed something else, I would go back and modify it. And it means a lot to me that it's become a tradition for the family. All right, we've got all the poblano chilies skinned and seeded. I've collected all the stems and the seeds. Next step, we're gonna chop the onions and the garlic. Fresh tomatillo, halved, placed in the broiler, skin side up. These are hatch green chilies. I'm gonna see if I can get most of the seeds out of them. One of the times that I made green chili was for my beautiful wife, Carrie. I wanted to make the green chili for her that would knock her socks off, so that was fun. She loved it. Cooking, I've heard Carrie say this as well, it's a very intimate act. I love cooking for friends and family because it's a way to love on each other and tell stories and come closer together. It's really the reason that I love to cook so much. So once I get them all de-seeded, they go over here on the chopping block, and we're gonna make nice big chunks out of them. For a big batch, you're gonna want between 20 and 30 medium-size Anaheim, and probably about 7 or 8 poblano peppers. Tomatillos were in for 5-10 minutes under the broiler. I'm gonna saute the chopped onions and the garlic in some sunflower oil. The next thing I'm gonna add are the tomatillos. The reason I use tomatillo is it gives it a little sweet flavor, which is a really nice taste. Next, 3 cans of tomatoes. We're gonna let those simmer for a while. While this is bubbling, I like to use garlic salt, but I don't wanna put too much in there because you can't take salt out once you put it in. Cumin, I like to use maybe even as much as a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna stir that in, and it's gonna start to thicken a little bit. The next thing that's gonna go in is the green chili. Good news is everything went into the pot instead of on the stove. And then we're gonna let it simmer for an hour, maybe more. All right, at this stage, we've got the vegetables in the pot. We let it cool down a little bit. I'm going to take all the skins and the seeds that we removed earlier, and I'm going to transfer it to a bowl. The bowl that was underneath the strainer has all the liquid in it. Pour some of that liquid into this bowl with all the seeds and the skins now. Then massage this broth and try to extract all of the extra meat that's clinging to the stems and the skins and the seeds. There's still a lot of flavor and oils. That's why I take this extra step. Then I'm gonna pour that broth back into the strainer. Now we got a big bowl of broth that we're gonna add to the pot of chili. But first, I'm going to put about 4 cups into the pot of this prepared hominy. Next step, we're gonna put 1/2 cup of the masa flour in here as a thickening. With the addition of the hominy and the masa, it's turned into kind of a paste. So I've got the broth right here, and I'm gonna fill the pot. We're going to take this, we're going to put it on the stove, and we're going to bring it up to a low boil, and we're going to let it simmer, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put the final touches on it. All right, we're back to the stove 2 or 3 hours later after all of the vegetables have blended together. It's a nice thick consistency. In fact, you guys want to see something cool? I like my chili thick. So while that heats up, chop 4 jalapenos in wheels. Seeds and all go in the chili. Next we're going to cut cilantro. All of the vegetable goes in. Let's give it a stir. And then we're going to cook the pork. Put some oil in the skillet and we're going to brown the meat. I think I've got a total of about 3 pounds of chunked pork. While that starts sizzling, I'm going to add cumin, maybe a tablespoon at the most, a teaspoon of garlic salt, a tablespoon of masa, and then we're going to add the pork into the pot. Bring that pot up to a nice rolling boil, and then 2 or 3 hours later, you should have a delicious pot of pork green chili. All right, here we are. This is my favorite part. The taste test. You can eat the chili out of the bowl, or you can put it on as a topping for chili rellenos, tamales, quesadillas. Just love it. Just love making it for folks and having them eat it up.